Hello everyone, my name is Camila da Silva. I am a Brazilian scholar and a native Portuguese speaker. Background is in information science, and I was a graduate intern in the Getty Vocabularies from 2020 to 2021. And today I'm going to show you some records that I made during my internship regarding terms of the Brazilian cultural context. Could you please go to the next slide? Thank you. So the Getty vocabularies are the AAT, UN, TGN, CONA, and IA. They are tools to catalog and index visual works located in cultural institutions. Next, please. So we use the AT for generic terms, for artist and repository names, UN, for inhabited places and physical features, TGN, for work titles, CONA, and finally for historical events and literary characters, IA. Those tools are useful for search, retrieval, and discovery of architecture and art information. Users of vocabularies, scholars, curators, and art historians to conduct their research, information professionals to catalog and index collections. So here are a few examples of terms of the Brazilian culture. In AAT, we have frevo, in Yolanda Belgman and Museu de Arte Moderna, Aloysio Magalhães. Em TGN, Chapada dos Veadeiros, em Sítio Arqueológico, Cais do Valongo. Em CONA, Paradoxo do Santo. In IA, Iracema, which you will see in detail in this presentation. So this is a book. The name is Iracema, who is a literary character. This is a classic novel of Brazilian literature, and it is about the relationship between Iracema, she's from a Tabajara indigenous group, and Martin, he is a Portuguese man. And I made the record for the literary character Iracema. And I also made the record for the painting. It is the same, the name, the title. The painting Iracema is located in Museu Nacional de Belas Artes, do Rio de Janeiro, and there is a UN record for this museum. This museum is located in the city of Rio de Janeiro, as you can see in the circle here. And there is a TGN record for Rio de Janeiro. The creator of the Iracema painting is José Maria de Medeiros. There is a UN record for him. He is a Portuguese artist and was a teacher to the Brazilian artist Oscar Pereira da Silva. So it is possible to make these relationships in UN. The culture of this painting is Brazilian, and one of its specific subjects is Indianism. Those terms are in AAT, and I made the Indianism record. There are also terms for work type and material in AAT. In this case, they are painting and oil paint. This is part of the IA record for the literary character Iracema. So on the top of the page, you can see the record type, for example, and in the middle of the page, the hierarchical position. This is the corner record for the Iracema painting. So you can see the record type, work type, that is painting. You can see also the location, materials, subject, and besides the note in English, it is important to have the note in Portuguese as well. This is the ULAN record for the relationship between José Maria de Medeiros, creator of the Iracema painting, and other artists. So you can search through more Brazilian cultural terms in the Getty Vocabularies. And we hope that the addition of these Portuguese language terms in multilingual tools may help disseminate Brazilian artists and artworks and amplify access to art information. If you want to know more about that topic, art documentation in Brazil, here are some presentations and articles. And here's some materials from the Getty Vocabulary. I would like to thank the Getty Foundation, Patricia Harpring, Antonio, Robin, and Jonathan for this experience. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Camila. I wonder if you heard Dominic's presentation as well before you.
Yes, I heard.
So what do you think?
Oh my gosh, vocabularies is important.
Yes. Yeah, we might ask the same question as Axel did before. Are vocabularies important even anymore? But no, it's interesting to listen both of the presentations together like this. Are there any questions? Well, he doesn't want to. I don't know. He will ask if necessary. Axel. Martina. So everybody wants to ask a question.
Hi, Dominic. Hi, Silva. This is Axel back again. I'm very worried about the vocabularies. I'm sorry, I've been doing that for 40 years, so I must be worried. Maybe it's been a fresh thought that Dominic brought up, and I'm now chewing on that thought. Maybe the vocabularies, for example, in the way you have presented them now, these are important collections of material which we need as a semantic input. If we do not have any linguistic expression of a painting's title, of the artist, of the time, then we have no material to process in our databases. The question of harmonization maybe comes up when we have a reference point where different, little bit differing ideas or conceptualizations about this artist and this painting or this type of activity are held together by one or two things, one or two reference points that tell us these are basically about the same thing. But then we don't have to harmonize the three vocabularies in which there are different descriptions of this artist. We just can combine this into the knowledge base, as Dominic has suggested, and we see how people look with a different view on these items, but still we have found a reference point to collect the same information, basically the same information, into one point. Maybe this is the mystery about the harmonization. So we don't have to force everything into one simplified, unified approach, but we need to have reference points that things are coming up together which belong together. I hope I was complicated enough.
You were. Thank you. Yeah, well, this was more a comment than a question. You might agree or not. But well, if there aren't any more questions, then we are really in time for a coffee break. You want to force them to ask anything? I don't think I can do it. It's not in my power. But it's been a long day, and we are in the end of the session here. There will be an Asian panel here in this room later, but I will ask anybody for a coffee break now, and I hope, Camila, that you can have a coffee break as well. I don't know what time is there.
It's 9:30 a.m.
It's time for coffee in my book, at least. Yes. Well, thank you very much, Camila, and thank you for the interesting presentation. Yes, and thank you for listening.